sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. Play action. It's Newton. Found his target. It's Anderson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
second down, Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he coughed it up. And the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. To throw is Newton. Wiggles free. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Coming left is Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Newton to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Trying the left side with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
The shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A give. This is Kamara. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On first down, it's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw on second down is Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down following the run. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Kyle Love coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
20. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now Newton on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go here on second down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Running with Kamara. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jameis now on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score, and the Falcons have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Room to run inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot
position.
more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On the ground, Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. He finds Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Winston. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3rd down now following the run. Play action. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Winston now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On second down, Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that